Okay,
So we've actually taken the top
what we call the outer conical.
outer conical out. This is not something you would need to do in replacing the burrs, but we
Right.
just went ahead and jumped in there.
Okay, and we'll put a new bottom burr. Are these yours?
Yep, these are the ones we brought in.
Okay, so we'll do this, and now we'll have to line up the holes. Tighten the screws. Move this so it's easier.
So it's kind of easy with that top
Loose.
portion kind of loose. You just kind of move those
Holes to easier places to work on. Remind me to put the moving or the static wiper back in there.
Hey, don't forget to put the static wiper back
Thanks.
in
You're really very helpful. I should have your hand more often. Okay. Now, the one thing that needs noting is that everything in the seating of all those parts and the following parts have been made very clean. Cleanliness is what preserves alignment, and without preserving alignment, you won't get as good a coffee grind. Capiche?
Capiche. And there's the conical set there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so a lot of it is getting inside of there and just making sure everything is very clean before.
There's
putting
another
things
thing
back
that I don't know if I could have described before 3 or 4 years ago, but it's a standard thing with people reassembling precision parts that seat against each other, and that is to rub them against each other. As I did this.
Oh, right, the metal.
Yeah, because you can feel if there's
Like
stuff
a
in there.
grittiness kind of a thing? Yeah.
Yeah, you can
Okay.
feel it rolling around or dragging or scratching, and it shouldn't. If it does that, you need to take it apart and find out where the little piece of junk is and get rid of it. So there's one seating surface, and that goes against this. So
Right, so it's kind of nice, nice swishy.
Yep. And we put this up against, in fact, what I'm going to do first, make sure we've got the top surfaces clean. Okay. So we'll put this back on here to get it just nestled in that thing. Put that back up in there. And put on
A new wiper.
a new wiper. And the setup at the moment is we're not using these little shims. Turn off a second.
Okay.
There's larger center screw. Once again, just make it easier to deal with. And while we thought the button heads were necessary from a theoretical point of view, it seems that John was just overdoing it.
Over engineering?
Yep. Overthinking the problem. It's the name Bicht. It's German, you know. It just has a tendency. So now
what about the?
we're going to do it. I'm
Okay,
just
I
checking.
see. You want to check to make sure that the static or the moving wiper is
It's not overlong.
right,
Yep.
and that way the portafilter won't catch it as you're putting it in.
Exactly. That looks good. Certainly better than the old one. So, we did that. Now we're on to the so-called static wiper, which really doesn't have anything to do with static. It just
It
doesn't
means
move.
it's static as opposed to a moving wiper.
Yeah. It just doesn't move. Where'd you put it?
It's right there. The tape is what gives it away.
Yes.
So it's just a small piece of metal.
Yeah, it's actually.
What is that material?
This is actually a bronze harp string.
Harp string. I'll be darned.
And so I'll put this on here in a moment, as soon as John can see what he's doing.
I'm gonna walk around the other side here and get a better view.
Now, in actual fact, also with the modern, the latest version of the static wiper, you don't need to take it off when you change burrs. All you need to do is make sure you don't
Bend it in
Yeah.
place, okay.
And we need something like a business card.
So that way we're not rubbing against.
Yeah, the moving parts. We'll just use this. So just loosen it gently and bring it down against that. Okay.
Very good.
We have that. And we put the funnel back on. And actually, John's just being lazy. That should be brought to the front so you don't bend the next one. Loosen that. Push that in. Loosen this side. Push that in. Don't forget to tighten them. That's it.
That's
Well,
it.
Now I'll put the spring back on.
So really about all told, I think the last time I did it was about a 10-minute operation.
Yeah,
To
the
get in
cleaning
there.
is
The
the
cleaning
longest.
is the main
It's
thing.
the biggest pain.
Right.
Another thing you need to remember is tightening the adjustment lock knob, though. If you don't tighten that, so we'll run this.
Oh, right, because now we've changed that pretty dramatically.
Mhm.
And now, okay, so now you can
feel the
hear.
burrs.
Do that again. Yeah, it's just that
Okay.
you can just feel the burr.
So we'll back it up about that much.
So about
Tighten it
about a one rotation.
No, it's I think it's less than 3/4 of a
Okay,
rotation.
all right.
And we'll put
And
a
then-
little. We're going to put a little lubricant on those threads and then fiddle with it again because it's not as smooth as it should be.